Yo, what's going on? So today I wanted to talk about how to prepare yourself to launch a brand new site. It all comes back to these two guys. Just do it versus just think it. You see, just do it. It's good. Nike has to sell shoes. People who buy shoes, trainers, sneakers, they're action people. They just need to do it. They just need to do it. But when it comes to you starting a niche site, you don't just want to do it. You just want to think it, man. You want to think through what you're about to do. This is what I actually do. You know, when I start a niche, when I'm into the process of starting a niche site, this is what I do, man. I think about my niche. I think about what I'm going through. I think about what is going on with the idea. Is it a good idea? I take 90 days off my schedule and I just immerse myself completely into this new thing, right? I want to know everything about the niche. I want to know why people are interested in it. Why don't people are interested in it? Who the top companies are. Advertisement. How do they advertise the products in that niche? It all comes back to that. You just don't want to start the niche site just to start it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to think about it. You want to think about it. And if the niche stays with you for more than 90 days, it's a good thing. And then, only then, you need to tell yourself, all right, man, I'm gonna do it. This is basically the process. It's very simple to do, you know. The internet is a steroid advertising machine. This is what the internet it is, okay? There's an advertisement all over the place. It's an advertising machine, right? Social networks, advertising machine. Everything is advertising. Advertising. This is a good thing though. This is a good thing because when it comes to being into an advertising machine, a steroid advertising machine, there are loopholes all over the place, fellas. There are loopholes all over the place. If you go to webmoneyschool.com/build, you get access to a 7-step completely free. It's all free and there's no pitch to it. There's nothing I'm trying to sell you or anything. But what I'm trying to sell you, it's an idea, okay? It's an idea and it's free. And I'm selling you this idea for free because ideas are for free. So who am I to sell something to you? 7 steps. You will see how I go about picking a niche that is profitable because I use these loopholes idea. It is a loophole. I know that even if I create content that is completely bullshit, I know it's going to rank on Google. And from there, I take you through the whole process to get the niche site to look amazingly fantastic, money ready to get you money. Once again, the internet is a steroid advertising machine. There are loopholes. And before I start a niche site, I don't just do it. I just think it. I think it for 90 days. I watch YouTube videos. Actually, the first thing that I do, I see if there's a book on the topic and I buy the book for $5. Now, that book is gonna get me busy for like a week, right? So I'm reading the book. Once I'm reading the book, magically, this is how it works. By way of magic, all of a sudden stumble upon YouTube videos. And you know, it's a steroid advertising machine. So it's like YouTube listened to my thoughts, right? So all of a sudden I see YouTube videos. I see advertisement about that niche. And I start clicking on these ads because I'm interested into the niche, right? So I want to see what's going on, who the big guys are in that niche. And that'll get me busy for 90 days. Now, if I don't have to force it and automatically I see that this niche stays in my heart for 90 days and I'm actually wanting to buy the stuff, you know, I'm actually convinced into wanting to get that stuff, to get that product myself, then I know that that niche is something worth, you know, getting myself into. And this is the cool part for you still watching, right? First of all, man, thank you so much for still watching. And you know, you don't have to subscribe or like this video or comment. Just pay attention to what I'm about to say. The thing about the 90 days challenge that I do, it is because, you know, I've been brokenhearted a couple of times, right? So I know that sometimes when you invest into something that you really have a strong love for, you are so blind that once you're brokenhearted, you look yourself and say, what's left to me apart from the broken heart, right? Which is cool, you know, the heart regenerates itself. This is the cool thing. But apart from the broken heart, what is to me? Like, what did I get in return? Like, I gave all my love. I gave everything I had. With the niche site, it's the same thing. You give all your time. So imagine you had to start a niche site and never make money off of it, right? You start the niche site and you will hold it forever and not make a dime out of it. Would you still do it? If the answer is yes, then that's something that you need to start right now. You know why? Because you will make tons of money. This is the paradox of, you know, starting niche sites. I experienced, you know, on myself. I started a niche site and I didn't want to make any money off of it. I just had so much information about the topic. I was writing on a piece of papers and I had all these pieces of papers which were to me like blog ideas. Where a book to me, it was a book. I had so much notes on the topic. I wasn't even interested in the topic in the first place. I just, you know, I'm a learning machine. I like to learn new stuff, you know. On a daily basis, I feel like if it never happened to me like in the past 28 years that on a daily basis I learn something new, right? So it's like a habit to me. And I had so much information. I was like, you know what, man, I'm just going to start a niche site. Because I had all these pieces of papers, I didn't know where to put these information, these notes. I started the niche site, and guess what? 2 years later, it made me so much money. Right now, the thing, I see, you know, in my family, there are a few people that can get jobs, and you know, they look at me like, oh man, this guy makes so much money, blah, 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 blah. And they ask me questions, right? And they want to start a niche site. They want to start too. On the first day, the second day, the third day, never heard of them. So once I see this happening over and over, we don't talk about jobs. We don't talk about work. We talk about life, you know, with my family, but we don't talk about, you know, what to do to make money. We don't talk about that. And that's because the idea, it is so powerful. The idea is so powerful. Building a niche site is not a game, you know. You don't just do it, just to do it. It takes time. It's a job. It's a book. Like it's writing a book. You're becoming an author. When you start a niche site, yeah, you're an entrepreneur or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the written word that's going to make you money. It's going to rank you, you know, that is going to get you attention, both from people interested into the niche and the algorithm. So this is what I do. I'm preparing myself to build a niche site. I get the topic, I get a book, it stays with me for 90 days. I get as many information as I can. If it stays with me, I start. But I only start, and by the way, if you want to start and want to know my process, again, you go to webmoneyschool.com/build. And once I know that I will start the niche site, regardless if I make money or I don't, then I start. And these niche sites, when I start the idea with these niche sites in mind, I always make banks. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do start niche site and I do buy assets. I do buy niche sites because of money, and that's it. But those niche sites never make me happy as much as those. I will start regardless if I make money or don't. Thank you so much for watching. That's your main man, Malcolm Moreau. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like this video. You don't have to comment or anything. Just I hope, you know, that these words were kind of help, and you understand now that starting a niche site is not a game. You don't just do it, you know. It's not like Nike. It's not just do it. Forget about just do it. Just think it, all right? This is going to be the thumbnail of the video. Thank you.